Hey everybody, Marcos Villegas here, being joined by the very talented and beautiful Miss Crystina Poncher. Hey Christina, I know it's been a while since we've seen you. You're traveling the world, doing your thing for Top Rank and covering all the happenings in boxing, and very, very busy, huh?
It is going to be really busy. I mean, I think we have 5 big fights taking us through the end of the year, and it's a very exciting time for boxing and for Top Rank especially.
Speaking of those fights, I think there's like 5 fights or something like that in the end of the year, you know, with the next one coming up is the Bradley-Marquez fight.
Yep.
So you've been in there day to day with these guys, you know, talk to me about, you know, how you see them, how their mood is, and really what can fans expect on that night on that pay-per-view?
Well, this fight has built a lot of anticipation, as you know. I mean, we've had a ton of media calls and press conferences, and obviously with the 24/7 and stuff getting started. To me, this is the most exciting matchup, fighter against fighter, that we have in all the fights. And I think through the end of the year, and with Bradley and Marquez, you don't know what Marquez is going to bring. You don't know if we're going to see the Marquez that knocked out Pacquiao. We don't know obviously with Bradley, we saw a different Bradley in his last fight against Provodnikov. So which style is Bradley going to bring to the fight? But I think it makes for a very intriguing matchup. Marquez is very good counterpuncher, very good with his uppercuts, very good moving backwards, and Bradley likes to move forward. But I think Bradley's going to box, and I don't think he'll be, you know, looking for war like he was. I think he proved everything that he had to prove for the most part in the Ruslan-Provodnikov fight. So I think it's going to be a great matchup. And I haven't really had a chance to spend much time in the Marquez camp, as training camp's been in Mexico, but I'm excited to get into fight week next week and kind of see what the mentality is. We were with Bradley. He's in great shape. He's really focused and really wants to defeat Marquez because he thinks that would be a great win for his legacy and for his career, getting to fight Marquez before Marquez retires.
Vegan diet by chance? I know Bradley, it turns vegan, but...
Seriously, when after seeing his body yesterday, I'm like, I think I need to go on a vegan diet myself. I'm like, he looked amazing and to be in great shape. So, which he always does.
Yeah.
He always comes in great shape. But that was a great that vegan diet. They don't mess around.
No, they don't. No, moving on to the calendar as well. You know, you got fights with Mikey Garcia, fights the big one, the pay-per-view with Manny Pacquiao and Brandon Rios. You know, given that Pacquiao-Rios fight, you know, to you being there with them on that press tour, you know, how do they seem, and really how do you feel Brandon handled that press tour?
I think they seemed very cordial, which was fine. I mean, people always think that there needs to be a lot of animosity and a lot of crap
beef
talking, beef back and forth, and there really isn't, because there's no reason for them to have any of that. With Pacquiao, you know, he's a big star, and everybody in China, the people knew who he was, and it was kind of unique to see everyone know Pacquiao, not everybody know Brandon. Now they're plastered on buses and on buildings, and I'm sure when he goes back, they'll know who he is. But I think Brandon handled it very well. He's a funny guy. He even brought some laughs out of Pacquiao, and you know, handled the media very well, something that Pacquiao's used to and Brandon wasn't. So it'll be very unique to see when they get in the ring. You know, all the press and all that aside, just them two get in there and do what they do, and that's bang and that's box.
I want to know, because you were there, who won between the race up the Great Wall? Because I didn't hear anybody say anything about it. Who won?
Manny Pacquiao won. Brandon started running, and then Manny caught him, and you know, Manny kind of kept going. Brandon says he let Manny win. He's like, I'll save the winning from the ring, but you know, that's typically what we say when we lose. I'll save it for later. But it was great. I mean, that whole experience was awesome, and I was so blessed to be a part of it.
Well, you see this lady right here on all those Top Rank events. You know, Christina, you're doing a great job. Thank you very much for joining back in with us here with Crystina Poncher. Look, handshake. You know, we cool like that. But you guys, signing off for now. Marcos Villegas with Crystina Poncher for the Boxing Channel.